lot of changes since the game on Saturday. How has practice been just the last couple of days, getting settled and all of that?
Last two practices have been good. Energy's been up. Offense, like no one's moping around. We're going out there, we're competing, getting better. So it's been good.
What's what's been the biggest difference with Joe John as far as interacting with the other position groups and especially your experience with him so far here?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Finley, he's been great. He's always been kind of a personal guy, like always around all the position groups. So there's really been no difference for him. He's just, he's a real outgoing guy. So.
What stood out to you about Coach John's kind of having a more outsized role as he's helped you guys start getting going this week?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Johns has a great track record. He's been great. He's been good getting more like fluent with everybody in the offensive room. He's a great guy. I love him. Excited for him. So.
How tough was it for you guys as a group to watch that film from Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough, but you learn from it. We can't make those mistakes. We can't keep shooting ourselves in the foot. So, us as O-line players, we got to do better, much better.
Do you still believe that this is fixable as far as the offensive line? It's just individually.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, if you watch, like I said last week, you watch film. It's here and there. It's one play there. It's one thing there, and it's about that much. It's nothing like major, like where everybody's just really like going the wrong way or anything like that. It's just little technique, little details. Like we got to do our job.
Do you guys feel like you're fixing one thing and something else happens, or is it like kind of like a consistent thing happening over and over again?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're never going to be perfect. I mean, no one's going to go out there and play the perfect game. And if you are, good for them. But you're always going to have something to work on. Like I know for me, if I got to work on my hands, then the next thing I got to work on is my feet. I try to work at one thing at a time. So.
I know it's been a strange week for you guys, but how's the vibe of the team, especially on the offense, after what happened on Sunday?
Vibe of the team has been good. I mean, obviously. We hate the news happens, but the offense has been great. The energy's been past 2 days. Like I said, we haven't had any practices this whole season where everybody's been moping, kicking the dirt. Everybody's had high energy and been really excited to go out there and compete and get better.
You see a different Jackson now that he's the guy once again in practice?
I mean, I think for everybody, you go through something. It's just how you respond. He responded like a grown man. He came back, he learned from it, and he got better, and he's taken over. It's been the same old Jackson. Everyone's just grateful for his opportunity, and that's how he is. So,
how have you handled this, just from a leadership perspective? Obviously, captain the last couple of weeks and things like that. Just how have you handled, what this team's been going through, just as far as interacting with the other guys, leadership, etc.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when something like this happens, you kind of feel like, as the leader, you have to be responsible to help out. But I mean, it's been. Like for me, I'm very personal with all the guys in the locker room. I love all those guys, whether it's special teams, defense, anything. So I mean, if you just go out there, we joke around. I mean, I'll just try to mess around, keep the energy high, keep the spirits high. I mean, 'cause, you're gonna go through stuff as a team, and this is what makes us stronger. Is how we come out of it.
You guys have got another really talented defensive line this week. Is there anything you able to take from going up against that South Carolina group? You can kind of I know it's different, but like translate over to another really physical, really talented pass rush in Ole Miss.
Yeah, I mean, Ole Miss, they have a great defense. They're very veteran up front. They got a lot of guys. D tackle's very good. D end's very good. I mean, obviously you're in the SEC. You're gonna have great competition every single week. It's gonna be good. We can just take what we messed up on last week, learn from it, and get better, ready for Saturday.
When the offense is constantly having changes, whether that be at the O-line or with wide receivers or quarterbacks, where's a place where you can find consistency every day to kind of build on when everything's changing?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people see that it's kind of hard to gel with one group, but like I've said, we are a very close team in there, so it's not like anything's different. Like if someone goes down, next man up, and it feels like to us nothing ever changes. You may have a few plays here and there where it's just they got to get used to what they're going against. But, I mean, when we go out there, I'm confident in every single guy that comes out there on the offensive line. When it goes to quarterback, running back, I got confidence in all of them.
You mentioned sort of focusing on one thing at a time as far as individually. What have you been focusing on lately, and how have you seen that evolve through a couple games ago to Saturday and then the last few days?
Yeah, for me it's just been, being out for a while, there was kind of, you're kind of limited on what some of the stuff you can do. So going back in, getting those plays in against Texas, it's good for me to see, okay, here's what you need to improve on. Here's this and this and this. A lot of it after that Texas game was I just needed to be in better shape. It's been a while. But I felt good Saturday, so that was my main one after that one.
I gotcha.
Thanks, Troy.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.